A winning morning promotes a fruitful day, and a productive day leads to a successful life. Your morning establishes the framework for your success, so win it, and the day is yours. A solid start in the morning provides unstoppable momentum for the rest of the day. There's a saying, what you accomplish before the world wakes up influences what you achieve when it does. What if I told you that how you start your morning may transform your entire life? Have you ever felt like your days are slipping away without purpose or energy? If you've ever struggled to stay motivated or felt overwhelmed before the day even begins, this video is for you. In this video, we're going to reveal why winning your morning is the key to winning your day. We'll cover 10 simple, practical methods to help you win the morning and take control of your life. Stay with me, and by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to alter your mornings and your life. Number 1, wake up with appreciation. When you open your eyes in the morning, do you take a moment to recognize what a blessing it is? Think about it. You've been granted another day, another chance to do better, to grow, to learn, to live. That's where everything starts. Gratitude is the basis of a good morning, and a good morning leads to a fantastic day. It's not only about feeling thankful, it's about starting your day with the appropriate mindset. You can't build success, pleasure, or contentment if you wake up focused on what you lack. Start by appreciating what you already have. When I talk about appreciation, I don't mean you need to write pages in a journal, although if that helps, do it. Gratitude can be as simple as saying, thank you, in your heart. Thank you for the roof over your head. Thank you for the individuals in your life. Thank you for the challenges since they teach you something. Feel that deep inside, gratitude isn't a task, it's an attitude, and it's powerful because it transforms your emphasis. Instead than fretting about what could go wrong today, you start thinking on what's already right. Let me ask you this. How frequently do you wake up already stressed? Maybe you're worrying about a deadline, expenses to pay, or that disagreement you had yesterday. Now let's turn the script. What if instead of focusing on stress, you focused on what's working? What if you started your day by stating, I'm grateful for my health, or I'm grateful for my family? It doesn't matter how small it is. What counts is that you acknowledge it. When you wake up with thankfulness, you're telling your mind, let's focus on what's good today. That simple shift can transform everything. Think about the energy that thankfulness gives. It's relaxing, but it's also energizing, like gasoline for your spirit. Imagine starting your morning with that type of fuel instead of rushing or dragging yourself out of bed. When you start with thankfulness, your thinking gets clearer and your heart feels lighter. You're not taking yesterday's baggage into today. You're beginning fresh with a mindset that's ready to win. Now, I'm not claiming this is easy. For some people, thankfulness doesn't come naturally. Life could have knocked you down so many times that it is hard to find something to be thankful for. But here's the truth. No matter how awful life gets, there's always something to enjoy. Maybe it's the sunlight, the fragrance of coffee, or even the notion that you have another day to try again. Gratitude isn't about perfection. It's about perspective, and perspective is what improves your life. When I started practicing appreciation, I discovered something remarkable. My days became more meaningful. I didn't take things for granted. The tiny moments, like a good discussion or a laugh, became major moments. And when you live your life like that, everything changes. You stop pursuing happiness and start creating it. And let me tell you, that's a powerful way to live. But let's go deeper. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel good, it changes how you act. When you're appreciative, you treat people better. You're more patient, more understanding, and more generous. And when you treat people better, the world treats you better. It's like a loop of optimism that starts with one simple thought, thank you. So here's what I want you to do. Tomorrow morning, before you even touch your phone, before you think about work or errands, take 1 minute. Just 1 minute to be appreciative. Close your eyes and think about one thing you appreciate. Feel it. Breathe it in. Let it soak in. That 1 minute can set the tone for your entire day. And don't just stop there. Carry that gratitude with you throughout the day. When you're caught in traffic, instead of moaning, be glad you have a car to drive. When you're swamped at work, be happy you have a job. When life confronts you, be grateful for the lessons it's teaching you. Gratitude isn't only for the morning. It's a mindset you carry with you. But it starts in the morning, and that's why it's so crucial to win the morning. Remember this, a grateful heart opens the door to chances. When you're thankful, you attract more things to be thanks for. It's not magic, it's mindset. Gratitude encourages your mind to perceive potential instead of difficulties, to focus on solutions instead of setbacks. And that's how you start winning, not just in the morning, but in life. Number 2, start with a good mindset. Every day begins with a choice. You can allow your thoughts drift into negativity, or you can take control and start with a good perspective. This doesn't imply disregarding life's challenges. It means selecting how you'll address them. Starting your day with a positive mentality is about taking responsibility of how you think and feel before the world gets a chance to dictate it for you. It's about looking at what's ahead and thinking, I've got this. The instant you wake up, your thoughts set the tone for the day. Have you ever noticed how one unpleasant idea may develop into more? You spill your coffee, then you're late for work, and now the whole day is destroyed. That's because your mindset frames your experiences. When you choose positivity, you're educating your brain to focus on solutions instead of problems. You're preparing oneself for the day with strength rather than frustration is crucial. A positive mindset isn't just about repeating affirmations, though they can help. It's about believing in your abilities to create your day. Ask yourself, what vibe do you want to bring to your morning? Do you want to feel defeated before the day even begins, or do you want to feel capable, eager, and ready to move forward? The option is yours, and that's the first step, recognizing that you are in control. Imagine starting your morning by telling yourself, today is a new opportunity to do something great. Feel the weight of that. It's not simply a pretty phrase. It's the reality. Each day is a reset. Whatever happened yesterday is behind you, and whatever obstacles you experienced are in the past. This is a new chance to grow, improve, and make progress, but you can only seize that opportunity if your thinking is aligned. When you think positively, you start to see possibilities instead of problems. You may experience the same challenges, but you'll approach them differently. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, you'll think, how can I overcome this? That adjustment in perspective changes everything. It converts obstacles into opportunities and disappointments into lessons. That's the mindset you need to win the day. Let's talk about energy. Positivity isn't simply an idea, it's an emotion. It's something you carry in your body, your deeds, and your voice. When you start your day with a happy outlook, others notice. You stroll into a room with confidence. You talk with purpose. You draw the appropriate kind of attention because your energy is magnetic. That's not luck. It's the effect of choosing positivity. I know some of you might be thinking it's not that easy, and you're right. It's not. Life throws curveballs, things go wrong, and people let you down. But here's the truth. Positivity isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. It's about finding one nice thing, even on the darkest days, and building on that. That's how you stay resilient and strong. Let me give you a simple tip. Is when you get up, Spend a time to think about one thing you're looking forward to. Maybe it's a minor win at work, spending time with someone you care about, or a beautiful dinner you're planning to enjoy. Whatever it is, focus on it. Let that be your cause to feel good about the day ahead. That one good idea can shift your view and give you the energy to handle what's coming. Another component to a healthy mindset is letting go of negativity. If you wake up bearing yesterday's mistakes, you're carrying unnecessary weight. Forgive yourself, forgive others, and start fresh. Positivity doesn't thrive in a mind filled with regret, anger, or fear. You need to make place for it. When you do, life feels lighter, your goals appear more realistic, and your confidence develops. Remember, a positive outlook doesn't mean every day will be easy. It doesn't imply you won't experience challenges. It means you've chosen to face them with strength, hope, and drive. You've resolved that. No matter what comes your way, you'll find a way forward. That commitment to positive is what sets winners apart from quitters. Starting your day with a happy perspective is one of the most powerful habits you can establish. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's about waking up and deciding, today, I'm going to give my best. And when you make that choice day after day, it becomes a way of life. Let's chat about the power of a purposeful morning. When you wake up in the morning, how often do you ask yourself, what's the purpose of today? Most people don't even think about it. They roll out of bed, bumble through their routine, and delve into distractions without pausing to set a clear objective. But here's the truth: mornings aren't just another part of the day. They're the launch pad for everything you want to do. A meaningful morning isn't about what time you wake up. It's about what you do with that time. Purpose gives your morning purpose. It changes those early hours from a chore into an opportunity to set the tone for everything that follows. Without purpose, mornings feel hectic, disorganized, and overpowering. But with purpose, they become focused, empowering, and full of possibilities. The value of a purposeful morning is that it links your activities with your goals, ensuring your day starts on the correct path. So, what does it mean to have a meaningful morning? It means you wake up knowing what matters most. It's not about checking your phone or hurrying through duties. It's about being intentional. Maybe your purpose for the day is to work on a project that fascinates you. Maybe it's to spend quality time with family. Or maybe it's simply to take care of yourself mentally and physically. Whatever it is, a focused morning guarantees you don't lose sight of it. When you start your morning with purpose, you're telling yourself, this day matters, and I'm going to make the most of it. That perspective produces momentum and gives you a reason to get out of bed even when you feel weary or unmotivated. Purpose isn't just a thought, it's a driving force. It keeps you focused, grounded, and moving forward. Let's get practical. How do you build a purposeful morning? It starts the night before. Before bed, take a few minutes to plan. Ask yourself, what's the most important thing I need to focus on tomorrow? Write it down and keep it simple. Don't overload yourself with a long to-do list. Just identify 1 or 2 priorities. When you get up, those priorities become your mission for the morning. Once you know your mission, plan your morning around it. If your goal is to improve your health, make time for exercise or a good breakfast. If your aim is personal growth, spend time reading or reflecting. If it's productivity, tackle your most critical work first. A purposeful morning doesn't imply accomplishing everything. It involves doing the right things. It's about quality, not quantity. Purposeful mornings also need discipline. Let's face it, it's easy to waste those early hours surfing around social media or pressing snooze. It may feel fantastic in the moment, but it takes your energy and focus. Discipline isn't about being hard on yourself. It's about appreciating your time enough to utilize it properly. When you commit to a purposeful morning, you're promising yourself, I won't let distractions dictate my day. And here's the greatest part, a purposeful morning doesn't merely set the tone for your day. It places you on a path to greater achievement and fulfillment. The tone you establish for your day dramatically determines how you feel about yourself. When you wake up with purpose and follow through, you create confidence. You prove to yourself that you're capable, driven, and focused. That self-belief flows into everything you do, making you more productive and resilient. A planned morning also helps you face obstacles better. When you start the day with clarity and direction, you're less likely to get thrown off by unanticipated challenges. Purpose offers you perspective. Instead of getting stuck in frustration or doubt, you can keep focused on what's truly important. That's the power of starting with intention. But let me tell you this, a purposeful morning isn't about being perfect. There will be days when you feel off course, and that's okay. Purpose isn't about doing everything properly, It's about doing your best with what you have. Even if you only achieve one meaningful item in the morning, that's a triumph. Progress is better than perfection. As you think about your mornings, ask yourself, are you starting your day with purpose, or are you letting the day start without you? Are you clear on what you want to achieve, or are you just going through the motions? The answers to these questions will impact not just how your morning feels, but how your entire day develops. A purposeful morning is a habit, and like any habit, it takes time to cultivate. But once you commit to it, the results are clear. You'll feel more in control, more driven, and more aligned with your goals. You'll stop wasting time on things that don't matter and start investing your energy in what does. When you accomplish that, you don't just win the morning, you win your life. Number 4, create a simple morning ritual. A good morning doesn't happen by luck, it happens by planning. Creating a simple morning routine is one of the most effective methods to take charge of your day. You don't need anything intricate or time-consuming. In fact, the simpler your routine, the more likely you are to stick with it. A morning routine isn't about adding extra tasks to your day. It's about building a rhythm that puts you up for success. The first step in developing a morning routine is recognizing what matters most to you. What do you want to do in the morning? What behaviors will make your day smoother and more productive? These answers will form your regimen. If your objective is health, you might include mild exercise or a nutritious breakfast. If your goal is clarity, maybe you start with meditation or journaling. The idea is to align your routine with your priorities. A basic routine doesn't mean a tight schedule. It's not about pushing yourself to follow a list of duties at precise times. It's about generating a flow that feels natural and achievable. For example, your routine could be as easy as waking up, sipping a glass of water, spending 5 minutes stretching, and jotting down 3 goals for the day. That's it. Those tiny intentional steps can make a tremendous effect. Why is a morning routine so powerful? Because it eliminates decision fatigue. When you know exactly what you're going to do each morning, you don't waste energy deciding what comes next. That frees up your mental space for more crucial judgments later in the day. Think about it. How often have you wasted time in the morning trying to figure out what to eat, where, or do first? A routine solves that difficulty by creating structure. Another benefit of a morning routine is consistency. When you perform the same acts every day, they become habits, and habits are what produce enduring change. A simple routine isn't just a sequence of duties, it's a foundation. It's the anchor that keeps you anchored, no matter what the rest of your day looks like. Let's talk about how to establish your regimen. Start small. Don't try to remodel your entire morning at once. Focus on one or two important habits that matter most to you. Maybe it's taking a few minutes to prepare your day or investing time on personal growth by reading something encouraging. Once such habits feel automatic, you can add more if you desire. Keep your regimen reasonable. It's easy to cram your mornings with activities, but that typically leads to exhaustion. Remember, the idea is to build a habit you can sustain. If you're not a morning person, don't force yourself to wake up at 5 a.m. Start with a wake-up time that works for you and construct your routine around that. Simplicity is your best friend here. You don't need an intricate strategy to have a productive morning. In fact, overcomplicating your schedule can make it tougher to follow. Focus on actions that are significant, not merely busy work. For example, instead of browsing through your phone, spend that time to think on your goals or practice thankfulness. A morning ritual also sets the tone for the remainder of the day. When you start with purpose and organization, you're more likely to stay focused and motivated. Think of it as a domino effect. The tiny successes you produce in the morning lead to bigger wins throughout the day. One of the best ways to keep consistent with your regimen is to prepare the night before. Lay out your clothing, arrange your food, or write down your main priorities for the day. That way, you're not scurrying in the morning. Preparation makes your routine smoother and helps you keep with it. Don't forget to evaluate your regimen regularly. Life changes, and your routine might need to alter with it. What worked for you a month ago might not work now. Check in with yourself and adapt as required. A routine isn't set in stone. It's a tool and should grow as your demands evolve. Finally, remember that a morning ritual is individualized. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's okay. The idea is to build a routine that feels good for you, one that makes you enthusiastic to start your day. When your routine is straightforward, meaningful, and linked with your goals, it becomes a strong tool for success. Number 5, fuel your mind, and then, when it comes to starting your day strong, how you nourish your mind and body is crucial. Think of it this way: your body is the engine that propels your activities, and your mind is the compass that guides you. If you don't provide both the right fuel, you're setting yourself up for difficulty rather than achievement. The choices you make in the morning affect not just how you feel in that moment, but also determine your energy, focus, and attitude for the remainder of the day. Fueling your body begins with hydration. After a night of slumber, your body desires water. Drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning wakes up your system, stimulates your metabolism, and helps you feel rejuvenated. It's a modest step with a big impact. Skipping hydration is like attempting to drive a car without oil. It might move, but it won't perform at its optimum. Next, consider your breakfast. What you eat in the morning directly affects how your body and mind perform. A balanced breakfast with protein, healthy fats, and complex carbs offers the energy you need to be focused and productive. Skip the sugary cereals or pastries. These give you a fast energy rush followed by a crash that leaves you feeling sluggish. Instead, look for things that keep you nourished for hours, like eggs, porridge, or a smoothie packed with fruits and vegetables. But fueling your body isn't just about food. Activity counts too. Starting your day with some type of physical activity wakes up your muscles and gets your blood circulating. You don't need a strenuous workout. A few basic stretches, a quick walk, or a few minutes of yoga can make a significant difference. Movement releases endorphins, which boost your mood and energy levels. Even 10 minutes of exercising can establish a great tone for the day. Now let's speak about fueling your intellect. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? If you're like most individuals, you probably grab your phone and start scrolling. But think about how that impacts you. Filling your thoughts with negativity or distractions first thing in the morning sets the incorrect tone for the day. Instead, feed your mind with something nice and inspiring. Read something encouraging, listen to an empowering podcast, or jot down a few things you're grateful for. These tiny steps can transform your mentality and help you start the day with clarity and focus. When you nourish your mind with positivity, you're better equipped to face problems and stay motivated. Another method to energize your mind is by setting clear intentions. Take a few minutes to think about what you want to accomplish and how you want to feel. This isn't about generating a huge to-do list, but about giving your day direction. When your mind is concentrated, your activities become more purposeful, and you're less likely to get sidetracked by things that don't important. Fueling your mind and body also requires consistency. You can't expect to feel your best if you only take care of yourself periodically. Make these practices part of your everyday routine. Over time, they'll become second nature, and you'll start seeing the difference in your energy, mood, and productivity. It's crucial to remember that fueling your mind and body is an investment in yourself. When you prioritize your well-being, you're not just taking care of your morning. You're putting yourself up for long-term success. You'll have more energy to pursue your goals, more focus to stay on course, and more resilience to face challenges. The way you fuel your mind and body also sends a message to yourself. I matter. It's an act of self-respect, saying, I'm worth the effort and deserve to feel my best. When you treat yourself with care, it affects how you show up in the world. You grow more confident, capable, and eager to succeed. Lastly, don't underestimate the importance of balance. Fueling your mind and body isn't about perfection. It's about making consistent, mindful decisions. Some days you'll have a fantastic breakfast and a focused mentality. Other days things won't go as planned. That's okay. What matters is that you keep showing up for yourself. Avoid negative inputs. One of the most effective decisions you can make each morning is to protect your mind from negativity. Your morning sets the tone for the entire day, and what you allow into your head during those first few hours influences your energy, focus, and attitude. Negative inputs, whether from people, news, or even your own thoughts, can cloud your perspective and impede your progress before you've ever started. The first step in avoiding negative inputs is knowing where they come from. For many folks, it's the news. Starting your day by consuming terrible news or spectacular headlines fills your mind with stress and fear. While remaining informed is crucial, your morning isn't the time to plunge into the world's problems. Save that for later, when your mind is better prepared to handle it. Social media is another source of negativity for many people. Scrolling through postings packed with fights, drama, or unfair comparisons can leave you feeling depleted and worthless. Instead of grabbing for your phone as soon as you get up, focus on things that uplift and inspire you. Social media can wait. It doesn't merit the first moments of your day. Another source of bad input is the people around you. If someone in your life often complains, criticizes, or brings drama, restrict your encounters with them in the morning. It's not about locking people out, but about setting limits to protect your peace. Surround yourself with positive influences and uplifting talks whenever possible. Negative inputs can also originate from within. Doubts, worries, and negative self-talk often come in during calm moments. It's easy to let your mind concentrate on anxieties or relive previous mistakes. But starting your day with negative ideas robs you of the confidence and clarity you need to move forward. When you feel yourself sliding into this routine, switch your focus to something useful. Acknowledge the notion, but don't allow it take over your morning. Replacing negative inputs with positive ones is crucial. Instead of listening into the news, listen to a motivating podcast or an inspiring music. Instead of looking around social media, spend a few minutes journaling about what you're grateful for or thrilled about. These simple tweaks can radically improve your mindset and set you on a favorable route for the remainder of your day. Setting oneself up for a productive day takes more than simply do list. Being attentive of your environment has a significant role. Your environment can either help lessen negativity or exacerbate it. A messy or disorganized setting can induce stress and make it harder to focus. Take a few minutes to straighten up your surrounds or create a peaceful setting that allows you to start the day with ease. Avoiding negative inputs doesn't imply avoiding reality. It's about picking what you allow into your head and being selective about where to focus your attention. Not everything demands your efforts, and not every opinion deserves to be heard. You have the power to pick what influences your day. It's also vital to set a morning routine that reduces distractions. When you have a clear strategy for how to spend your morning, you're less likely to get sucked into pessimism. Structure offers you control, and control helps you stay focused on what matters most. Another key method is to set boundaries with your time and attention. If you know particular hobbies or individuals exhaust you, actively detach yourself from them during the early hours. Protect your energy like it's your most valuable asset, because it truly is. Lastly, remember that avoiding negative inputs is a practice, not something you perfect quickly. You'll have days when negativity sneaks in, and that's normal. The goal isn't perfection, it's growth. Each time you choose optimism over negativity, you're developing a habit that strengthens your thinking and enhances your day. Develop mental clarity. Mental clarity is the foundation of a productive and fulfilling day. Without it, you can feel dispersed, overwhelmed, and unclear about where to spend your attention. Developing mental clarity doesn't happen by accident. It's an intentional process of organizing your ideas, creating intentions, and clearing the mental clutter that affects your judgment. When your mind is clear, you make better decisions, stay focused on your priorities, and tackle difficulties with calm and confidence. Start by giving yourself a few peaceful moments each morning before the frenzy of the day begins. Find a spot where you can think and ponder without distractions. Use this moment to center yourself. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and focus on the present. This simple act of mindfulness can settle your thoughts and prepare your mind for the day ahead. One of the most effective ways to enhance mental clarity is by writing. Writing down your thoughts helps you digest them, making it easier to recognize what's significant and what's not. Start with a few guiding questions. What do I want to accomplish today? What challenges am I facing? What am I grateful for? Putting your thoughts on paper provides them structure, minimizing the mental noise that contributes to tension and confusion. Mental clarity also comes from knowing your priorities. Take a few minutes each morning to decide what's actually important to you. Not everything on your to-do list is urgent or significant. Identify the tasks that correspond with your aims and values and focus on those first. By reducing your focus, you lessen the overwhelm of trying to achieve too much at once. Another element to mental clarity is limiting distractions. We live in a world inundated with notifications, emails, and constant requests for attention. If you start your day digging into those diversions, you're throwing away your mental energy before you've even had a chance to think properly. Turn off needless notifications, set limits with your gadgets, and create the space you need to focus on what actually matters. Mental clarity also entails letting go of things you can't control. Worrying about what's beyond your power merely adds to mental clutter and drains your vitality. Instead, focus on what you can do today to go forward. Accepting what you can't alter frees up your mind to concentrate on solutions and growth. Physical activity improves mental clarity as well. A short stroll, stretches, or a fast workout might help clear your thoughts and enhance your focus. Movement boosts blood flow to the brain, boosting your ability to think effectively and make better decisions. Fuel your brain with nutritious meals that boost cognitive function, like whole grains, fruits, nuts, and seeds. Avoid sweet breakfasts or hefty meals that can leave you feeling sluggish. Hydration is crucial too. Drink water to keep your mind bright and attentive. Address unresolved emotions or persistent stress for better mental clarity. If anything weighs on your mind, acknowledge it. Ignoring emotions just adds to the mental clutter. Talk to someone you trust, write about it, or take measures to remedy the issue. Having a defined purpose for your day is another method to attain mental clarity. When you know why you're doing something, it's simpler to stay focused and avoid distractions. Take a time to concentrate on your long-term goals and how today fits into the greater picture. Purpose creates direction, and direction delivers clarity. Finally, make mental clarity a daily habit. It's not a one-time achievement, but a skill you develop over time. Boost your energy through movement. Energy is what fuels your day. Without it, even the simplest activities can feel daunting. One of the most effective ways to enhance your energy in the morning is through activity. Moving your body isn't just about being fit. It's about waking up your mind, getting your blood flowing, and setting yourself up for a productive day. Start modestly if necessary, and hard workout isn't required first thing in the morning. Even a few minutes of light stretching or a walk can make a tremendous effect. This is the moment to awaken your body and shake off any leftover lethargy. When you move, your body releases endorphins, those feel-good hormones that raise your mood and revitalize you. The key to improving your energy through movement is consistency. Don't treat it as a one-time event. Make it part of your regular habit. The more frequently you move, the more natural it becomes to feel energized in the morning. It's about building a habit that serves you, making it something your body craves. If you enjoy a more intensive workout, take advantage of your morning enthusiasm and push yourself. Whether it's a brisk run, a strength training session, or a high-intensity interval workout, pushing your body first thing in the morning sends a powerful signal that you're ready for the day. Morning exercise enhances blood flow to the brain, boosting focus and mental clarity. However, movement doesn't always have to be strenuous. If you're not into high-intensity workouts, something as easy as yoga or a few minutes of stretching can perform wonders for your body and energy levels. Yoga promotes flexibility, respiration, and mental attention. It clears your mind and centers you. Just what you need to begin your day with purpose. Movement also helps alleviate tension that builds up in your body overnight. When you wake up, your muscles may feel stiff and your posture wrong. Stretching or light activity helps relieve that built-up tension, leaving you feeling looser, more relaxed, and ready to take on the day. Another benefit of movement is its assistance for your metabolism. A little physical activity in the morning kickstarts your metabolism, making you feel more awake and aware. You don't need a complete exercise to get things moving. Just a few minutes of movement will give your body the kickstart it needs. If you have time, consider taking a morning walk outside. Nature has a relaxing impact, and strolling in the fresh air delivers a surge of energy and focus. This simple gesture helps reset your brain and mentally prepares you for the day's tasks. If possible, try to pick a route with natural surroundings, trees, parks, or even a beach if you're lucky enough to live near one. There's no one right method to move your body. What counts is that you discover something that works for you and commit to it every morning, even if it's just 10 minutes. Make it count. It's not about intensity, but about making activity a priority. Every time you move, you're telling yourself you're capable of more, and an energy is something you can tap into whenever you need it. Remember, energy is not something you're born with. It's something you cultivate. The more you make movement part of your morning routine, the more energy you'll have throughout the day. It's like switching a switch in your body. You'll feel more awake, more focused, and more prepared for whatever comes your way. In addition to physical action, focus on your breathing. Breathing exercises assist oxygenate your body and deliver a natural energy boost. Deep, steady breaths boost oxygen intake, which energizes your body and relaxes your mind. Try practicing deep breathing or techniques like box breathing. The more movement you add into your morning, the easier it gets to sustain high energy levels throughout the day. By boosting your energy first thing, you create momentum that carries you through on problems and keeps you on target. It's like setting the tone for a good day, where energy becomes your ally instead of something you have to pursue. Next, act with energy and excitement. Energy and enthusiasm aren't just feelings, they're decisions. How you show up each day, how you approach life, and how you interact with others impacts everything. If you want to win the morning, and eventually the day, you need to bring energy and passion to everything you do. The way you act directly determines your outcomes. You can't expect excellent outcomes if you're operating at half speed. It's time to get fired up. When you approach life with enthusiasm, you emanate a sense of purpose and determination that people can't ignore. People respond to energy. It's contagious. When you're excited about your goals, tasks, and even the minor details, you attract optimism, opportunity, and success. Enthusiasm becomes the magnet that brings the best out of people and situations. It's about turning up with the willingness to give your all, no matter what you're doing. Acting with energy doesn't imply being too exuberant or faking an attitude that doesn't flow naturally. It's about deciding to approach everything with passion, even when things aren't perfect. Enthusiasm comes from believing that every moment matters, that every action is an investment in your future. When you believe in what you're doing and in your potential to achieve, it's impossible not to bring enthusiasm along. You don't have to be continually cheery or appear overly motivated. What's important is the energy underlying your acts. A simple, conscious approach to your day, being present and putting in your best effort, goes a long way. Even the most monotonous jobs can be elevated with a difference in mindset. When you operate with intensity, you turn even the tiniest activities into meaningful strides toward your goals. Start your day by setting an intention to behave with enthusiasm. Tell yourself that, no matter what happens, you'll offer your best. This mindset sets the tone for all you do. If you approach each activity with the idea of doing it the best you can, you'll find yourself going through the day with purpose and energy. Enthusiasm helps you push through problems. When things are rough or uncertain, your energy and attitude keep you anchored. The more energetic you are, the easier it is to conquer problems. You don't let them get you down. Instead, you confront issues head on with a can-do attitude. Enthusiasm converts obstacles into chances for progress. Lastly, remember that acting with energy and enthusiasm doesn't imply you need to be all over the place or overexert yourself. It's about being purposeful in your activities and applying intention to everything you do. Focus on what you do. The enthusiasm behind every effort, no matter how great or small, produces the difference. When you're fully involved in the current moment, offering everything you've got, you're already behaving with energy and passion. Consider how you connect with others. People are naturally drawn to energy, whether it's in the job, at home, or with friends. Enthusiasm strengthens bonds. By infusing energy into your interactions, you inspire people and build an environment where positivity thrives. Enthusiasm is a wonderful approach to influence the people around you and develop momentum that propels everyone toward achievement. If you've been feeling depressed or lacking energy, start by adjusting your perspective. Find one small item that excites you and allow that spark of enthusiasm fuel your efforts. It might be something simple, like a personal goal, a new endeavor, or an area you want to better. Harness that enthusiasm and let it drive all you do. The more you tap into your inner enthusiasm, the more it grows and strengthens. Soon enough, it will become second nature. Remember that your energy has a rippling effect. When you act with passion and enthusiasm, you're not just affecting yourself, you're influencing everyone around you. The energy you exude echoes back in the opportunities and people you attract. Show up with a good, energetic attitude, and you'll be shocked at how much more you achieve. Acting with passion and excitement sometimes entails pushing through periods of doubt or reluctance. It's natural to feel uncertain at times, but your energy can overcome any uncertainty. The more you adopt this method, the more you'll discover that passion isn't something you wait for. It's something you create. You have the power to bring energy into any scenario. End your morning strong. Ending your morning is equally as crucial as starting it well. After establishing the tone for your day with energy, enthusiasm, and intention, it's time to close the chapter on your morning in a way that leaves you prepared to conquer the rest of your day. This third step is vital because it psychologically, physically, and emotionally prepares you for what is ahead. How you complete your morning dictates how you'll approach your day. Strong, focused, and unstoppable. The secret to ending your morning strong is to take a time to reflect on what you've accomplished thus far. Celebrate your progress, no matter how tiny. You've woken up early, moved your body, nourished your mind, and established clear intentions. That in itself is a victory. Acknowledging success fuels drive and provides momentum for the rest of the day. Don't allow your morning victories slide by unnoticed. Give yourself credit for taking action and committed to the process. One approach to cement your strength is by mentally preparing for problems ahead. Look ahead to your day and anticipate probable hurdles, but don't linger on them. Instead, focus on how you'll tackle them with the same vigor and energy you've cultivated in your daily ritual. Remind yourself that you're ready for anything. When you leave your morning routine with this perspective, you carry the strength of your deeds and thoughts with you, so you're never blindsided by the day's happenings. Another great technique to end your morning strong is by revisiting your goals and reminding yourself of your why. Go over the chores or targets you've set for the day and ensure you have a clear idea of what you want to achieve. Whether they're long-term goals or smaller daily tasks, aligning with the greater picture offers you purpose. Purpose is what keeps you going when things get rough. It's what pushes you through instances when you might otherwise give up. At this point in your morning ritual, take a moment for thankfulness. Gratitude is an anchor that keeps you grounded in the present moment and focused on what's most important. As you prepare to transition into your day, think of one or two things you're glad for. This will transform your mindset to one of abundance and happiness, setting the tone for how you handle work, relationships, and personal difficulties. Gratitude is powerful because it reminds you of the wider picture and develops a sense of serenity and clarity. Lastly, as you conclude your morning strong, ensuring you're physically and psychologically prepared to take action. This may be as simple as taking a few deep breaths to center yourself or envisioning how you want the rest of your day to develop. The last few minutes of your morning should be spent setting yourself mentally and emotionally for what's coming. Close your morning with the knowing that you've set yourself up for success. You've done the work, established the foundation, and now it's time to channel what you've done in your morning into the remainder of the day. The best part about ending your morning strong is that it's in your power. You can decide right now to make those final minutes count. So, take a big breath, stand tall, and be ready to handle anything comes your way. Make sure you're leaving your morning routine with the perspective that you've done all necessary to set yourself up for success, whether it's through a final reflection or a simple confirmation of confidence. This strong conclusion will carry you through your day with focus. When you complete your morning ritual with a sense of completion and confidence, it becomes much simpler to flow through your day with energy and clarity. You'll feel more driven to take action, and you'll tackle challenges with resilience. Starting well is vital, but ending strong guarantees that you keep on track, carrying positive momentum ahead. Ending your morning on a good note reminds you that you're in control. No matter what happens over the remainder of your day, you've already won the first battle. You've taken charge of your time, your intellect, and your energy. That sensation of empowerment will stay with you, helping you push through challenges, stay focused, and make progress toward your goals.